I learn you. Diversity, teach me. I teach you like university. Freedom be.
What's up, everybody? I am Dr. CI, and I am back in the building and the learning series to talk to you today about managing diverse people. What does it look like as a manager and as a leader to manage diverse teams? Well, let me give you some quick tips, but before I do that, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel and follow us so that you can hear all the great wisdom we have to offer you for free about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and also give you some resources to help you as you navigate trying to make the world a better place alongside us. Now, let's get into it. When we talking about managing diverse teams, here's the thing. Managing diverse teams means managing people with differences. When you are managing human beings who have differences, they're probably going to have different needs. So you as a manager need to understand first that your goal is not to treat everybody equal. It's to use equity, which means meeting people where they are and giving them what they need based on their differences so that everyone can feel equal on your team. Equity is the action, equality is the outcome. Y'all got that? Now that we've got that underway and have that similar understanding, let's move on. Shall we move on? I think so. First, here's one thing that you need to remember. All human beings in your workplace deserve respect. Respect should come without harming others. So what does it look like to meet someone where they are in the workplace and show them respect? That means you're going to have to understand cross-cultural communications and barriers and or boundaries that people might have and act accordingly. Because remember, different cultures have different traditions and different practices. And if you want to manage and support people, you need to know when those are. You need to know what their proximity boundaries are. You need to know when their holidays and things are. You need to also know that they are human and deserve to be paid well and to be paid equitably across your team for the jobs that they do. You also need to be aware and ready to check microaggressions if and when they happen in the workplace. You need to tie diversity, equity, and inclusion to some sort of extrinsic reward program that compensates your employees for inclusive practices, okay? Because your people bring the diversity and then they have the inclusive practices, which makes it so that you are treating people fairly. Do you get that? All right, let's move on. Next, your company, department, team, whatever needs to have principles, values, and policies that focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now, those policies could be things like the ADA policy, and not just, our building meets compliance. I'm talking about different inclusive practices for visible and invisible diversities. You need to also be looking at pay equity and making sure that you are running equity assessments based on identity to see if there's a difference in patterns between the way that people with similar identities are being paid in your workplace. And if there is a difference, you need to fix it. Another thing is your core values, mission, and vision all need to have reflections of inclusive principles and equity principles. Remember, your people bring the diversity. If you want to show people that you honor diversity, have diverse people in your workplace that's both visible and invisible. And those are all the tips I'm going to give y'all for free, but I think that's enough to get you started. So once again, I'm Dr. CI. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like and follow our channel, subscribe to it, because we're going to be bringing you more and more content. And I'm looking forward to having these conversations with y'all. Have a blessed day.